So I'm just here with the People's Vaccine Inquiry, and you guys have all just been speaking, quite terrifying. Still now, there's a nervousness about it, and there's a sense that you're doing something that's beyond the pale. And some of the things we just heard from you. What's your central message on why you've had to have a People's Vaccine Inquiry? Obviously, it hasn't been addressed, as you've been saying, clearly enough. What?
So there are some fundamental issues that have been called out for years now, but have still not been heard. And the inquiry very deliberately excluded those points from the examination. And we're just trying to raise public awareness, so we're trying to get to finally start processing it. And that's all we can do is keep saying it, isn't it?
I think one thing I would say is also, people are bored about COVID, they think, it's all over. But the mRNA technology as the problem wasn't specific to COVID vaccines. They've just stopped an RSV vaccine trial for babies because of increased RSV in the group who has the vaccine, which had to be banned. But this is the vaccine technology which they're hoping to roll out to replace all the other vaccines which are long since obsolete, the flu, everything. It'll all be turned to mRNA if we can't actually get an acknowledgement that the technology itself is fundamentally flawed.
I'm exactly the same, but the messenger RNA technology, I was involved with creating cancer vaccines with it over 13 years ago, and we could get a safe cancer vaccine through, and yet want to roll it out to the infections, the children, they're not going to kill them, etc. But it is fundamentally flawed. You cannot get this stabilization process, means it's around, you can't control it, and the risk of cancer is so high, it's a red flag, should be banned immediately. And why haven't the MHRA, why has the government chief medical officer, why have they not realised this is one of the worst possible health disasters of all time, and we must stop even the possibility of it happening now.
So, and Liz, Dr. Liz Evans, you're here as well. And this is one of the questions. I've never really understood any of it. I still say that now. That I never really understand what's going on, but I have been enormously concerned that you have been allowed to ask questions. There's a lot of spearing and censorship and spying, and even now, this sense if you're enhanced vaxxer or you're this pariah that's sort of dangerous, or it'll be like howling to the moon, in spite of all the things we've now found out. What's the central message you think you'd like to put across to people vaccinating your heart?
So I think all of us have been trying to speak out. UKMFA said before the authorisation, we wrote a 14-page fully referenced letter in November 2020 with stuff that was in the public domain, even there, which showed that there was serious safety concerns, but also serious liberalness of the way this was being framed. And all been censored throughout the period of the emergency. But it feels grossly unfair that at this point we are beginning surely corporate inquiry would now give us a chance to speak, and we're not being given a chance to speak. Now, as I said in my speech, this has set a really dangerous precedent for the abandonment of our medical ethics, though, because now we've done this, doctors have got used to the idea that, for these things and that, also we can allow mandates, we can coerce people don't have rights in emergency, and I think that is a really dangerous situation. But we have to have the conversation about what are the red lines, where do we not go beyond to know as to what's the level of danger, because I think we lost our humanity, we lost our morals, we lost our ethics, and cannot allow that on these days.